Dasu and HATSUNE Miku Colorful Stage. The most awaited moment, I think. Hello everyone, I am Dasu, a Vocaloid music producer, illustrator, lyricist, and animator. This video is going to be a very special one. I'm very excited to announce that my original song, NAKAKAPAGPABAGABAG, will be available in HATSUNE Miku Colorful Stage. I'm pretty sure by the time this video is uploaded, my song is in the game now, so please check it out, and I want to see how well you play it. Alright, for this collaboration, I have been interviewed by SEGA about my song released in the game, and we've talked about a bunch of stuff related to it that you might be interested in. The game has also shown a teaser in their colorful corner stream featuring a short interview with me. And now here it is. Check it out.
Hi everyone on Dasu's channel. I'm here from SEGA representing HATSUNE MIKU Colorful Stage. Hi everybody! We're really excited to have this time today to talk to you about your upcoming song that's gonna be featured in our game. Yeah, so thanks so much for your time and having us as well. Let's get right into the questions. Our very first question today is, actually, how do you pronounce the song's name?
Okay, so the way that you pronounce the title of my song is, you can actually split it into 4 parts. NAKAKAPAGPABAGABAG. There you go.
NAKAKAPAGPABAGABAG. NAKAKAPAGPABAGABAG.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome! I'll probably forget that later. Yeah! So, talking about the song, one very, very notable trait about your song is that, well, it's fully in Tagalog. How was your experience tuning the song to fit the language?
It was one of my very first song creations, so I wanted to make a song in my native language, and at the time, I only have a Vocaloid voice bank in Japanese, Kagami Nelen. One thing that is similar with Japanese and Tagalog is the way that the syllables are pronounced. So there's not much difference, and it's easy to make it tuning-wise, but tuning a song to fit the language specifically, I've never restricted myself to any rules and just went with creating a song that is composed of many things that I like to hear and to have in music.
So I guess you didn't really have much issue tuning the song. It just came naturally to you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the fans are also really excited to learn about your creative process. So, please tell us, what inspired you to get into music and how was your creative process like for, let me try to say the name again, NAKAKAPAGPABAG. Yeah.
Alright, so my inspirations came from 2 things. Number 1, my best friend got me into music, Vocaloid to be specific. She introduced me to Vocaloid, and everything is history. I think I absolutely fell in love with listening to the song so much that I get myself into music production because I wanted to experience to mash a lot of elements and genres together, and I was curious what would they sound like. And number 2, I think a big part of it is life experiences. As someone who writes a lot of poems and has experienced existential dread so early in life, I want to have a way of making sense of the world creatively, so through those I got into music.
I see. So music to you is like a form of expression, although, the topics of existential dread aren't exactly happy. I'm sure a lot of people must relate to this for sure.
Very much, yeah.
So then, going to the second question about your creative process, for making the song. What inspired you to make this song, and like what were some of the things that you experienced when you made this song?
Like, generally growing up and experiencing school life and like just trying to find my way and my footing into a career that I would eventually like.
I see. I'm sure this will be a great inspiration for all of the local producers here, and hopefully we'll see more people creating music from the fandom in the Philippines. All right. Speaking of fandom, since the topic that we have here is about Colorful Stage, tell us a bit more about your experience with the game. When did you start playing?
I only started playing CST the first few months of this year, actually. I was very busy, but I am interested in playing the game because I enjoy rhythm games and the songs.
Awesome. Cool. Do you have a character that you relate to the most from CST?
Okay, I was reading the characters' personalities, and a character that I really like and had related to the most is Kamishiro Rui, with regards to him living by his own set of rules and sometimes gets carried away by his ideas. But the character that I relate to the most is Yoisake Kanade, because I read that she's overworking herself for the sake of her music. So her entire life is dedicated to composing, often putting off sleep and going outside to focus on writing music. I don't really care if I'm alone. I really enjoy overworking even. So I relate, and a little bit of who was this? Hinomori Shizuku. When it comes to like, I used to feel like I have to maintain a perfect image, but after a short while, I began showing my authentic self on especially live streams, and I'm very much determined to stay true to myself and not the perfect image that I have envisioned myself having before. So yeah.
Interesting. You actually related to like three different characters from three different groups, which is pretty interesting. But two of them are very creative types. Like Rui is very, he's an inventive person, and then Kanade, well, she writes and makes music as well. So I guess that must have been super relatable to you.
Yeah, very.
So about the game itself, how good are you at playing games? Because you mentioned earlier that you're a fan of rhythm games, right? Any all perfects or full combos that you're proud of?
Oh no, I'm very rusty at rhythm games. So I consider myself not very good at CSD, but if I lock in and play the game for an entire week, I might have an all perfect somewhere there.
Well, personally speaking, I can't all perfect any mode above hard. So yeah, hopefully the fans can get to see you play the game itself and see you can flex your skills.
Definitely.
Yeah. So how do you feel about your game being in Colorful Stage?
Oh, I talked about this vaguely on my stream, but I can finally talk about it now. So I'm gonna share a story when I first received an email about this. I was eating takoyaki outside, and I saw the title of the email, and I just had to stare at it for so long, and it took me minutes to digest what on earth did I just get in my email. And I put my tablet down and I stared at nothing for another couple of minutes, and I read it again. And this time, I browsed the contents of the mail and I felt like crying. Like, this is not real. I thought it was a scam at first, but I saw what is it for, and I was like, oh, this is a real thing. And yeah, my songs.
It's legit.
Yeah, it is legit. My songs have been in other games already, but having my song in such a big name like HATSUNE MIKU Colorful Stage is something else. I was really happy, and Sega picking my song that is not only valuable to me, but also one of the songs that I made that had the most impact to people, and something that I'm very proud of bringing to the world regardless of how little knowledge I had in music back then. I cannot articulate how happy I am that it's in the game for people and for players to enjoy. And reading people's tweets and posts about when is Dasu song gonna be in Project Sega for months now, I'm just so happy it's in the game.
Yeah, it must have been like a dream come true, right? To see your song featured in the game like this. I'm so glad to know that you're really, really happy and touched to receive that kind of offer from us, because we're also really happy to include more local producers in the game. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this. We're really excited to be able to play your game, to play your song in the game as well. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult, because we know the BPM for this is really high. So speaking of this, what are some of the features that you'd like to see in the game in the future?
I'd like to have, for CSD, to have minigame features, or a replay system of your combos or misses in HD.
Caught in 4K.
Yeah.
I guess that would help a lot of people improve their play as well.
Yeah.
Currently, we only have the fast and slow notes, so hopefully,
Hmm.
sometime in the future, we could take into account feedback like this. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of these. I'm sure the fans are also extremely excited to learn more about the song and try it themselves in the game. So I think it's about time we wrap up the interview. Are there any final words you'd like to share with our players and your fans?
Thank you for everyone's support. I hope you enjoy my song Nakakapagpabagabag, now available in HATSUNE MIKU Colorful Stage.
Yay! Woohoo! Say it together with me. Nakakapagpabagabag.
Nakakapagpabagabag.
Nakakapagpabagabag. Forget it. I give up.